Hey there, Sagittarius. Welcome to your reading for the week of June 1st. This week, if you want to catch me live, I go live every single day at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. But Sag, let's see what is going on for you this week. And love it. A lot of potential this week for you, Sagittarius, already. You have the Three of Wands. All three fire signs have had the Three of Wands this week, which is pretty interesting. A lot of potential for you this week. You have the High Priestess as well. To me, the High Priestess is the card of potential. It is the card of something entering into your subconscious awareness, becoming aware of a possibility or becoming aware of something that you could do, something that could be successful in your life. And it could be a relationship, could be anything. In your first row here, Sagittarius, you have the potential card. So, like I said, I feel like something has a lot of potential. I feel like there could be questions about this. You have the Three of Wands here. Three of Wands is like waiting for the perfect moment. But the Three of Wands says there never will be, of course, because there never is a perfect moment to do anything. So I feel like for some of you, your last row here, you have the Fool. And I feel like that's kind of saying like you need to take some sort of leap of faith. In a lot of ways, I feel like this is one of those readings that's more of just like an empowering reading. I don't think it's, to me, just looking at it real quickly and just my intuitive feeling about it, is that this is really saying that something is possible for you to do it. Like the second you believe it, you will be successful in this last row. Again, we're going to clarify this at the end, but that's kind of what I'm getting. You have the Three of Wands, the Emperor, and this Two of Swords here. It's really interesting because this to me says, like, if you follow a plan, you will be successful. The Three of Wands says there will be growth, there will be expansion in your life if you get started on a plan or something that you want to start with that Emperor card. In a lot of ways, I feel like this whole reading is also saying that you have to be the one to take the lead in your life. The Two of Swords here is like a head over heart decision. So I feel like some of you are trying to make a decision that could involve other people, and that could be where the difficulty is coming in here. Again, we're going to clarify this at the end, but I just feel like this could be saying that the difficulty is because of other people. Now, this could be at work as well with that Emperor card. The Emperor could definitely be like a leader, a boss, or something like that. For others of you, I feel like it could be, I feel the total opposite. I feel like you are waiting for someone to make a decision, maybe to move towards you. Honestly, if that's the case, I feel like that this could be leading to a breakup here or a separation with the Five of Swords showing up there. So again, it's like you're waiting for someone to make a decision, but at the same time, in your future row here, this looks like freedom to me, so I feel like you're being set free. In your next row, you have the Rhino Spirit. It says, overcome any obstacle. Again, I feel like you can overcome any obstacle. Really, this to me is like a card of building up a thick skin in a lot of ways. Like rhino, we call it rhino skin, right? Building up a thick skin, becoming immune to what other people say to us, or becoming immune to what other people think. So I feel like really a lot of you are just building a tough skin with this card. In this row here, you have the Five of Swords, the High Priestess, and the Four of Pentacles. Again, I feel like something has a lot of potential in your life, like I said. That Five of Swords, I feel like it's asking you to kind of look at the funny side of maybe potential challenges that you're experiencing. Again, obviously, if you're going through something terrible that's really, really bad, this card isn't saying that's funny. It's saying, it's asking you to look at whatever that situation is and it's asking you to like look at the lesson, or to maybe look at what could be, funny about it in a lot of ways. So it is asking you to kind of like try to find the humor in a situation. Again, it could just be the virus situation. And again, I'm not saying that the situation is funny. I always say this, and someone always takes it out of context. No, I'm not saying that the situation is humorous. I'm not saying it's funny. But the Five of Swords, maybe the right thing to say is that the Five of Swords really says we need to look at it and see and see where we're taking it too seriously, or maybe we're taking it not seriously enough, right? But with the Five of Swords, it's kind of like a card of needing to see the lesson in the situation, and also needing to kind of say, yeah, we're dealing with it, but we can still be happy. We can still be happy about our own lives or what's going on. So definitely, like, kind of like I'm getting more like raising the vibration here in this row. So that's what I'd say there. But I said it on last night's live as well. because someone got really mad at me for saying that about the whole virus situation. And again, I'm not saying that it's funny or anything like that, but what I am saying is it's like if we're gonna sit and worry and be scared and all this other stuff, we're lowering the vibration. We gotta raise the vibration to get rid of it. So the happier, the more joy that we can bring into the world, the better. That's what I believe, and plain and simple. I'm not gonna sit here, be miserable, crying, scared, blah, 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 right? Not gonna happen. So I feel like this is you kind of raising the vibration here. For others, by the way, I feel like this could be a breakup. Like I said, it's like somebody didn't make a decision here. Again, we're going to clarify this at the end, but I feel like for some of you, it's like there could be a breakup because someone is not or did not make a decision in love. In your last row here, you have the Observer card. This card says just to observe things that are happening in your life. I almost feel like this whole row, you have the Fool, the King of Wands, which is you coming up in a very strong position, and you have the Nine of Wands as well. I feel like this is you almost seeing an opportunity that comes your way, and it's like you're jumping on it. I feel like you are almost being opportunistic, if that makes sense here, Sagittarius. So I feel like you are jumping on an opportunity, and I feel like you will be very successful if you do that. For others, I feel like you're just not giving up on something. Quite simply, it could be love. Again, this whole thing right here is like someone being cold, someone being distant in these two rows here, someone not communicating, someone not moving towards you, someone not making the moves, whatever you want to call it, right? This is like a bunch of delays right here, and or a breakup. This over here is totally different. I feel like this is separate. I feel like this is you opening back up to love for some of you. So if you're looking for love, you could be opening up to it. And I also feel like this could be you, it's kind of like saying you're taking a leap. You're ready again to try love. Nine of Wands says you are being persistent and perseverant, and you're also not giving up on love. Your archetype for this week is the mentor, literally all about finding a mentor or finding someone who can teach you something. I always say mentors today are free, right? We can find people on YouTube who we look up to. We can find people who we feel like have good advice on a subject. And the mentor card just says we could be learning from those people this week. And by doing that, we'll probably be very successful. So I feel like that would be a really good idea for you this week, Sagittarius. But Sag, let's clarify this and let's see what we get out of the reading, and let's see what comes up for you. Between the Three of Wands and the Five of Swords, you have the Clover. Actually, a very good card. This card represents like a 4-leaf clover, and it represents a lot of luck and success. So I do feel like there could be a lot of luck coming in for you here, and it could be between, it could be with a breakup. It could be with a separation. The Five of Swords does not have to be a bad thing. It could just say that you're moving. By the way, Three of Wands, Five of Swords could be a move. Six of Diamonds there, the Clover, could just say that the move is going to lead to a lot of success. So that's very good. Next, between this Emperor and the High Priestess, the Coffin, this definitely looks like a breakup to me for some of you. So I definitely feel like some of you could have experienced a breakup or have experienced a breakup. The Nine of Diamonds here, the Coffin card, it just says something needs to come to an end. There is the coffin door on the coffin. It's going to be really hard to see on this camera, but the coffin door is always closed on this card, Sagittarius. And it says there needs to be a death. It's kind of like the Death card, but it says there needs to be an ending. Something needs to come to an end. So I feel like something needs to die here. Because again, I feel really good about that High Priestess. That could say that something new has potential, but it's like you have to allow the old thing to die. Next, between the Two of Swords and the Four of Pentacles, you have the Ten of Spades. This is called the Ship. It's like a boat on the ocean. It just represents going from one thing to another. So I feel like for some of you, again, definitely could be a breakup or a separation. It could be something that you've been holding on to for a long time with that Four of Pentacles. Next, between this the Five of Swords here and the Fool, you have the Scythe. This card is the Jack of Diamonds, and it literally represents cutting something out. So plain and simple, this is a breakup right here. Next, you have the Lily between the High Priestess and the King of Wands. This to me is kind of like saying that you have learned a lot from the situation if you've been going through a breakup or a separation. Again, I would say if you have not, if you're not going through a breakup or separation, this could just be a Tower moment, probably involving other people, like family members or people you work with, something like that, Sagittarius. And I feel like you are learning a lot. By the way, this is the card of the Mentor as well, and you have the Mentor archetype card. So I feel like leaning on people who are wiser, or leaning on people who you see as having a lot of wisdom would be a good idea this week. And finally, between this Four of Diamonds and the Nine of Wands, yeah, you have the book. This is the Ten of Diamonds in the playing card reading system. This card represents learning. So again, I feel like you yourself are gaining a lot of wisdom. It's also a card of great success as well. I want to ask for an outcome. Yeah, how crazy is that? You have the Tower. So like I said, I feel like some of you, like I was saying earlier, Sagittarius could have had a Tower moment, or this is almost kind of like a Tower type situation that you've been going through. Definitely new love coming in for you here as well. For some of you, I'm like getting the word relief, but it's like, what I will say to you, Sagittarius, is that this up here, the Three of Wands with that Five of Swords, with the Six of Diamonds, the Clover card in between, that to me kind of says like, that's one of those things where it's like you break up with someone, you don't want to break up with them, and then in the future you find new love, and they're so much better than you could have ever imagined. But it's like, and you could be thinking to yourself in the future, like, why did I stay with that other person? So, again, I feel like saying that you don't know how good the future is going to be. I feel like that's true for all of you, whether you're looking for love or not. I feel like there could be some sort of separation here. There could be some disappointments going on in your life right now, but I feel like you don't know how amazing the future is going to be. The Clover, this card here, to me, for some reason, this card is really standing out to me here for you, Sagittarius, and so I would say that it's probably your most important card here. Just intuitively, it feels the most important. The Clover is like not being able to see how special something is. I kind of said this the other night. The Clover, it represents a four-leaf clover. It's like if you were a four-leaf clover, you would not know how special you were, right? Everybody around you would be a three-leaf clover, right? Wouldn't be a four-leaf clover. You wouldn't realize that you were the symbol of luck and all these other wonderful things. So it's kind of like saying, for what's popping into my head is like, I feel like there is a situation in your life that's coming up where it's like it is a four-leaf clover. It's like you don't realize how lucky it's going to be. So yeah, that's what I feel like saying to you, Sag. This looks amazing, actually. I feel like that's a very good message for you, and I feel like it's going to be really good for you as well. So thank you for watching, Sagittarius, and definitely enjoy your week.